As she is taking out the braids, I feel relief until I hear her say, "Is that blood?" She was saying it was my fault. There are definitely good stylists out there, but the ones from these stories just aren't it. Hey guys, it's Traeh, and today's video is another natural hair horror story, you guys' favorite here on my channel. Now, I asked you guys over and over if you wanted me to do another natural hair horror story week, and of course a lot of you guys really wanted to see that. So the first week in every month, I think I'm going to do a natural hair horror story week. So I'm super excited because you guys love natural hair horror story week. You guys didn't want it to end, but I'm so excited to be doing another natural hair horror story week. I have some crazy ones for this week. So without further ado, let's just jump into this horror story. Okay, so the email says, "Hey Traeh, I promise I am not trying to clickbait you, but I know you don't read the whole thing before you make the video. I wish I could give you pictures and the name of the stylist, but it was so long ago. It was in my junior year of high school. I'm in my junior year of college now. It was the worst hair experience I ever had. I am a writer, so I apologize now if it's lengthy or over detailed." So you guys know, since this one is a long one, you need to go get you a snack. Okay, sit back, relax, because it's a long one. So it says, "Growing up, my mom hated my hair, so she always made me get perms. When I got to high school around my sophomore year, my aunt, who had big chop, was trying to bring me to the natural side. So we convinced her to stop perming my hair. So I was perm free since 2012. Now, fast forward a year later, I'm like halfway natural, i.e. I hadn't chopped yet, but no perm for about a year. And I had just been getting sew-ins because I was a flag girl, and for competitions we had to have our hair the same. It was past competition season, so I got to get a style that I wanted since I didn't have to match anyone. My older sister found someone on Instagram and suggested it to my mom. Those Instagram stylists. I didn't know or care about weaves and things that much, so I just trusted her decision. Not that I had a choice. So we get to the girl's house and my mom leaves me to run errands and get me food. I was used to that because sew-ins were usually a long process. First, here's a little about the girl. She was a hood rat. I don't judge people by their life choices. I've been like that for as long as I can remember, but she was a bona fide west side of Detroit, dropped out of school, got a baby, complained about her baby daddy and mama in the same sentence, didn't have a bra on the whole time, house was a mess, answered the door in a bonnet. Hood rat. She said it, not me. She said it. Now, those girls come in two kinds when it comes to hair. Number one, they slay all day. They know how to take care of your hair and slay your weave with no education. They are just God gifted. Or two, they think they are a real stylist but have no idea what they are doing. They can just make it look good. I'm sure you can guess which one I had. I mean, since this is a natural hair horror story, I guess I'll go with number two. But I do know some Instagram hairstylists that can hook some hair up. So, yeah. But I'm going to just say you had stylist number two. I'm going to say that. When she started braiding, I noticed it was feeling tight. Now, I know how you feel about the term tender-headed, but I really am. Like, as a kid, I would cry over a brush. See, the thing about being tender-headed, if you say you're tender-headed, then fine, you know, everything's good. But I personally don't like when stylists say, "Oh, you're just tender-headed." Like, no. Like, no. If you know that you're tender-headed, then okay. But I don't like stylists just making that claim that everybody and their mama is tender-headed, but in reality, you just braid too daggone tight. So, you know. But you say you were tender-headed. So I ignored it at first, but as the braiding went on, I noticed it got worse and worse. I told her it was starting to hurt, and she claimed she was just heavy-handed. So as she was sewing in my hair, my mom had showed up by now. I said something again, and my mom made pain is beauty jokes, laughing it off. Come on, mama. So she continues on and finishes my hair, and I love the style. It was better than I expected of type 2 hood rat hair skill sets. The first night it hurt as per the usual, but what was different was that I couldn't get to sleep. My mom, who was an insomniac, gave me half a sleeping pill. Bad, I know. And I went to sleep. When I woke up in the morning, it still hurt bad, but I went to school anyway. I complained all through the day to my friends and my current boyfriend and whoever would listen. And this routine went on for about 2 days. Then one night, the pain woke me up in the middle of my sleep. I woke my mom up with tears, asking her to please do anything to make it stop. She didn't want to take the whole thing out at 4 a.m. when I had to go to school in the morning, so she cut some of the thread in each section to release some pressure and help me sleep. It felt better. It still hurt, but I was able to get to sleep. So the next day, as I'm complaining, my friend is like, "Girl, it cannot be that bad. Let me look at it." Nothing scared me more than her gasp and face when she explained what my scalp looked like. She said that my scalp in between my braids looked like pushed rug. She took a picture for me, and unfortunately I don't have it since it was so long ago, but the way she explained it is the closest thing I can think of to describe it. Basically, what the girl had done was not only braid my hair too tight, but too far apart as well, so when she sewed on the net and hair, my scalp had pulled together in between the braids. When I got home, I told my mom to take it out immediately. As she is taking out the braids, I feel relief until I hear her say, "Is that blood?" So remember when I said nothing scared me more than my friend's reaction? I lied. Those 3 words dropped my soul into hair hell. My scalp had tore just from the tension condensed in one area. There was a gush in the middle of my head that looked like someone cut it, and my mom was scared I would need to get stitches. Luckily, I didn't. My mom was livid. She caught the girl going off, yelling and screaming and cussing. Then, when my mom told my big sister called the stylist going off. Here's what made me mad. She called me. She was saying it was my fault, asking what I poked my scalp with to make it bleed. Really? Like, because that makes sense. What in the heck? Now, I am a calm person, but even I cut into her after that. It got to the point that my mother wanted to go fight the stylist because of how rude she was being about what she had done to my hair. After dealing with her, no fight, my mom took me to her friend that worked mostly with hair care instead of weaves, and she used medicated shampoo in my hair for about a month to heal the sore. For that month, I had to wear a cheap wig ponytail that didn't match my hair type since I couldn't put any product in my hair without it hurting the wound. Fast all the way forward to the present, I have since chopped and grew out and chopped again, and now I'm working on growing my hair out through protective styles and wigs I make myself. But there is still a scar in my scalp that is more sensitive than the rest of my head. Thanks so much for reading my story. I love your channel and you are so beautiful. Love you, girlfriend. Thank you so much, and thank you for sharing your natural hair horror story with me. Now, y'all, I don't know how many natural hair horror stories I've done in total on my channel. I have made a playlist because of the amount of horror stories I get from you guys, but I do know for a fact I have so many horror stories where it deals something with braids going wrong. Like, I don't know. It just seems to be a pattern. It's like either the braids are too tight and you lose your edges, the braids are too tight and it makes you get wounds and scabs and blisters and dents and bumps. And we have stylists sneaking in keratin treatments and relaxers and texturizers. I feel like I've got pretty much a little bit of everything now. I feel like we've, you know, dipped and dabbled in almost everything that I could even fathom, okay? But I'm telling you, the story that reoccurs the most is stylists messing up some braids. The thing about it is, I remember getting my hair done and getting my hair braided, and it used to hurt, okay? I remember it used to hurt, and I would cry, flinch, squint, like do all of that because it hurt so bad. But now, after all of these stories, I'm just gonna say it like this. If you're getting your hair done and it hurts to the point where you have to mention it over and over, okay, you feel that you need to take medicine or a sleeping pill just to get to sleep, you really need to stop and you really need to leave the salon. After you go to the salon, you think, yeah, my hair looks good, it's popping, everything looks good, and then when it's time to take it out, you're losing chunks of your real hair. Like, it's definitely not worth it. And definitely if it's hurting you to the point where it's hurting you the next day and the next day, don't just leave it in. Take it out, okay? Take it out. It's pulling out your hair. It's too tight. Take it out. Don't question it. Just take it out. Don't think, oh, you know, it's gonna loosen up after a few days, which may be true, but it might loosen because it pulled your hair out, okay? We had so many stories like that. I'm telling you, you guys need to just go and binge watch on my natural hair horror story playlist so you can see what these stylists are really doing. And I'm not saying this is true with every stylist, because there are definitely good stylists out there, but the ones from these stories just aren't it, okay? They just aren't it. I feel like you really need to talk to someone that actually went to the stylist, because pictures can show one thing, but whole time it's another. So you definitely need to hear firsthand from someone that got their hair done by that person, just so that you can feel a little bit more comfortable about going to them stylists, because it's just getting to a point where it's really hard to trust that stylist is a good stylist. But yeah, I'm glad that you're keeping up with your natural hair journey, your protective styling, trying out wigs. What I would really say is just learn how to do your own hair so you don't have to even have an experience like this, because you know how much you can take. So definitely practice on your own hair, learn how to do your own hair, because I'm having more horror stories coming from stylists that messed up people's hair than you guys actually messing up your own hair. So I don't know, learn how to do your own hair so you can avoid all of these horror stories, okay? So yeah, if you guys have a natural hair horror story that you would like me to feature here on my channel, you can definitely email me at sendtotraeh@gmail.com, and hopefully I will feature it soon. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow with another natural hair horror story.
Give me another hour or two, hour with you.